how I got started in all of it. It started and came to me through my, what I call, as I began to search for my health, I found my soul. And so what happened is I, with my family, built a house, and the house was on ground that was very contaminated, the well water. And water being very important for us, we need non-contaminated water. It made us all very sick. And so I began to search for a way to heal, went through traditional medicine and did not find what I was looking for. So then I began to search in what I call complementary or alternative ways. And I started with chiropractic and acupuncture, and just nothing quite seemed to do the job until I found homeopathy. And that is if you're not familiar, homeopathy is a medicine that is holistic. It treats the entire person, mind and body. And so that began to help us all, I want to say transform. It began to change many things, the mind and the body. And so from there, it was a great learning experience coming into this, because I really didn't know anything about this. And so it was my learning experience. And actually, I'll stop there. I have written a book about many different things, including that journey into this opening, called "Oh No, Not Another Learning Experience," because it's all learning, right? So it took me from that into what I call the unseen realm, or the journeys of discovery. And that is what I call across the veil, the unseen realm in past life, between life and future life, soul regression, and channeling and listening to my higher self, those who guide me and help me along the way, as I have great help, what I call on the other side. And yeah, it's been a great journey along the way. Many wonderful things to learn and share with people.
Yeah, let's see your book. Let's see, flash your book for us.
Wow.
Oh, I
And
love it.
I'll just add that the very first remedy I ever learned about was the butterfly. So for me, the butterfly is transformational. And I guess that's where I regain my title, or take my title from, because it is about going from the cocoon and coming into the magnificence of who we are, who our energy is, who we are, the magnificent souls that we all really are, but forget or don't know, we're not in touch with. So.
Yes, I love that. I mean, my mom always says this on our podcast, your mess is your message. And so that's definitely, from water contamination, which is something we love to bring in the conversation, is water, and how important that is for your health. And like, that was your first stop, was water. What water are we drinking? Which then led you to A, B, C, and D to really help your family. So for you, yeah, like, water is so important. Can you just make a comment about water for us today?
Water, there's a lot to talk about. Life is water. And I used to live in Hawaii, and I actually have a t-shirt with a turtle on it. And the life is water. It is everything. Most of our body is made up of water. And one thing that I did learn from being sick and really studying what was going on the land and how it was affecting us, we lived in an area where it was highly concentrated with chemicals. There was a chemical plant about a mile away. There was a guy who used to crop dust and drop all the chemicals on the land, and so on and so forth, and many others. And so water is very important. And when it's contaminated, it's very dangerous, because we do not realize this. I actually lived on an aquifer, and that is like a lake, a huge lake underground. But what we don't realize is we think water runs down gravitationally. Not always the case. It actually can run upward, up a hill, literally. So it can go in many different directions. And what it does is whatever it goes over, it will grab part of that and take it with. So 20 miles away, you can be receiving in your water what is over that way. So in learning all this, I began to understand it. How does that connect with us too? And then water being in what I understand in shamanic understanding and such, and the indigenous people know it to be, and in the dream work also, it is indicative of our emotional state. So if we dream water, whether we're in a lake or it's running or it's overflowing, that's, talking to us about what's going on in a deeper level too. So it's vast.
No, and I appreciate that you share that because, we did always live, like I'm sure like you did, you think your water's safe. You got a well, your place looks good. And you know what I mean? It's beautiful and wonderful. And here it was like a contaminant and we're 70%. So that can really take you down quickly. And the
episode isn't quite over yet, listeners.
or YouTubers.
If you haven't given us a like, subscribed, left us a review, or commented on any platform, we would really appreciate you showing us some love here at the Magical Holistic Healing Arts. And remember, Kangen water and our grab bag for the podcast. Thanks so much for listening, and stay vibrant out there.